Shalom, shalom. Salaki. Of course, Satan definitely had to, do his thing, but we got to keep going. Trying to wrap this up. This is Ezekiel 7:15. That says, the sword is without, and the pestilence and the famine within. He that is in the field shall die with the sword, and he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him. All right. So, like I stated before, I got interrupted by the spiritual demon Satan. All right. Basically, you have war on the outside. Geopolitically, you have all these wars, and then what? Internally, you're gonna have pestilence and famine. All right. And most of the pestilence and famine, it's artificially induced by the rider of death that rides on the pale horse, which is Edom Esau. All right. Now let's keep going. This is Ecclesiastes, and hopefully, brothers. I mean, because I try to really not have all video be, the lesson be too long, but it's all through the spirit, of your whole Shema Shai, man. As far as like who gets edified, it's, the elect are gonna get it, and the rest, it is what it is. Ecclesiastes 1:9, it says, the thing that has been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. All right. Why am I bringing this precept? It's because I have a last article. This is out of NBCnews.com. All right. It says proof of famine during Roman siege unearthed in Jerusalem. All right. This is proof. All right. Proof of famine. So this is proof that there was great famine during the besiege of Jerusalem when in ancient Rome. When the Romans, right, the Edomite state of Rome, the so-called white man basically came down on Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, so-called Negroes, West Indians, and Haitians, all right? After the death of the Lord, they got basically ransacked and it was famine, all right? It says, look at this image. It says, this ceramic oil lamp and 2 cooking pots were found in a cistern in Jerusalem and date back to the first Jewish revolt against the Romans in AD 66 to 73. It says archaeologists may have discovered evidence of a dire famine that gripped Jerusalem during a Roman siege nearly 2,000 years ago. All right. And the same thing is going to happen again. You're going to have a great famine that's going to grip, Jerusalem. Jerusalem now is a people before it's a place. Jerusalem is where the Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans are concentrated and located, which is primarily here in the United States, known in the Bible as the virgin daughter of Babylon, all right? So the things that's happened before is going to happen again. Cooking pots and ceramic lamp were found in an ancient cistern near the Western Wall. The Israel Antiquity Authorities announced excavators believe these artifacts were left in the underground chamber by Jewish residents who were trying to eat what little food they had in secret during the war. All right. This is the first time we are able to connect archaeological finds with the famine that occurred during the siege of Jerusalem at the time of the Great Revolt. Eli Shukran, excavation director for the IAA, said in a statement, the Great Revolt was the first of several Jewish uprisings against Roman rule that began in AD 66. Right. You have to get into the Josephus. You have to read the Josephus to understand there was multiple revolts, but the well-known one was 70 AD. All right, because that's when you have what was called the diaspora. Israelites got scattered because they got kicked off the land. They got ransacked. And then some stayed and got encircled. In the last battle in Masada, they got encircled. They got food supply cut off. All right, and they died famine. And eventually they got killed. The revolt was ultimately unsuccessful. The Romans eventually took back Jerusalem from the Jewish rebels, right? Who were those Jewish rebels? The Sicaris, like Eleazar. He was one of them Negroes that got caught out there and they got smoked by the Romans, right? It says, and destroyed much of the city, including the second temple, all right? So you can keep on going, but this is critical because it's going to happen again, all right? But as far as the elect are concerned, Lord willing, I'm a part of it. Lord willing, we a part of it. We don't have to worry about that. We don't have to fear that, all right? because we already know of it. All we have to do is just concentrate and focus on our faith. This is Job chapter 5, verse 19. It says, from 6 calamities, and this is the NIV, by the way. It says, from 6 calamities he will rescue you, and 7 no harm will touch you. In famine he will deliver you from death, and in battle from the strokes of the sword. You will be protected from the lash of the tongue, and need not fear when destruction comes. You will laugh at destruction and famine. This is talking about the elect. You will laugh at destruction and famine. Why? Because while people are starving, the Lord is going to keep bringing food. It's going to be an amazing, miraculous thing when you sit there with your group of people, maybe your woman, your children, or with brothers, and then you looking at the food, stored, that, and you like, oh man, like everybody out here running around with chicken, like with chickens with their head cut off. And then you have all this food, and you just gonna be like the Lord. You're gonna be like, you're gonna praise the Lord, because you're gonna be like, man, the Lord stuck to his word, just like he said in the scriptures, man. All right. Verse 21, you will be protected from the lash of the tongue, and need not fear when destruction comes. You will laugh at destruction and famine, and need not fear the wild animals. For you will have a covenant with the stones of the field, and the wild animals will be at peace with you. So we ain't got to worry about if you got to hop in the woods on some Book of Eli type stuff, man. Them animals, they're going to be at peace with us, man. The bears and the lions and the tigers, all those loose creatures, man, they're gonna know not to F with us, man. The Lord got us, all right? So we don't have to worry about that. That's basically all I had. This is part 2. Hopefully, through the Spirit, you were able to get to part 2, because that article right there was an important part of the class, the lesson. If not, it is what it is. Kal Halam like Yahweh Shemel Shah, double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom and salutation to all you sensei Akim across the 4 winds, pushing this truth for sincerity of heart. Because I'm a guy from the DC camp. Shalom.